Hello.
Hello everyone.
Hello, everyone. So we decided to make a film because it's quite time consuming to write the notes and translate to other two languages. So we thought, no, maybe we try something else. So this is the film. So we're gonna just talk about what happened with us in the last few weeks and where were we and what we did and blah blah blah. So where we start?
Okay, so you should be saying now where we are.
Okay, so we are in Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Sorry for my pronunciation, and the town called Siem Reap. This place is famous about old temples, and also the most famous is the Angkor Wat, which one is Khmer Empire temples. So it was built in around the 12th century, 11th, 12th, 13th century, and you can see that in the background as well. It's one of the temple, but it's very small. So most of them are much bigger than this. We just try to find some quiet place because it's a tourist is quite it's quite busy because of the tourists. So after Vietnam, or not after Vietnam, so during Vietnam trip, we did the south part of Vietnam, and after in the middle, we felt that it's quite a big country and it's quite long. It take a long time to travel, and so we decided that maybe we don't want to travel all the way up because we were already quite tired on the halfway, and so we decided to go somewhere else. No.
This is really funny because now he's actually talking about my part, but I'll try to connect all of this. Anyway, what I just wanted to add to whatever Kornel said, it's right. Like we felt quite. Probably we were a little bit imbalanced in Vietnam, and I think it was around the 6th week, and the travel wasn't really going on the way how I thought it will be going. So because of loads of traveling and carrying the backpack all the time, I felt so many times exhausted. You check in and check out, blah 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 blah. So it's exhausting anyway. And also the fact is that in Vietnam we were always in big cities, so loads of traffic, loads of smoke, loads of honking. Vietnamese people doesn't speak English, so we were a little bit, as I've said, imbalanced. So we decided to do new things to connect with like-minded people, and this is how we ended up in the yoga retreat. But before that, we went to a little island, and we made our way to Cambodia.
Yeah. So basically, we entered into Cambodia in mainland on from south of Vietnam. By a bus, which one was funny because basically the bus dropped us in the passport control office, and we need to walk all the way to the other Cambodian passport control office, and it took like, I don't know, like 300 meters or something. So it was funny that you cannot go with the bus; you need to walk. Anyway.
Actually, I never experienced anything like this. To walk to another country, always it was like you were sitting in the car and you go to.
Yeah, we will see. Maybe we will see.
But it's a new experience
in another place. Yeah. And the island where we wanted to go is they call Kota Kiev. It's a small island on the southern part of Cambodia, and it's a very small island. Only like few hostels on the island, and it's like very chill, with the hippie style. And we choose one of the hostel. We stayed there one night, and after we felt that it's maybe better if we go to the other one because we went there for lunch. It was a little bit nicer, same price mostly. So we moved to the other hostel.
And no bucket shower, because in the first place there was only bucket shower.
I think it was the key thing that they have a normal shower.
Which is not a big deal because we've done it in the Philippines as well, but if you can get something better, like a normal shower and hot water for the same amount of money, you'd rather go there.
Yeah.
And it was also a smaller dorm, so that was nice. It was a good move.
Well, um, so we stayed in Ireland a few days. We just chilled, met so many nice people. We just we didn't do much jungle. We did some hiking in the jungle. Went to other part of the island. Not much. Yeah, what we did.
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah, chilling. And basically, we were waiting to get to the yoga retreat because it was like a set time you can join. So you cannot join like anytime you the week. You need to go only on a Sunday evening. You need to arrive on Sunday evening and it's until Saturday morning. And the yoga retreat was in a small town they call Cap. It's also on the south, but like probably 2.5 hours mini one drive from where we were in the island. And the area is famous about pepper plantations, so there's a lot of like pepper farms and also salt fields and very good seafood in that small town. So it's quite famous. I mean, popular for the locals as well to go there for holidays. So we arrived to the yoga retreat around I don't know, like 8 o'clock at night, Sunday. It was dark and everything, but after we stepped in and we felt that we were in the right place, and Noemi is going to talk to you about, I'll tell you about more about how she felt and after I'm going to say as well like how I felt about the yoga retreat.
So basically this was a 5-day program, and yoga retreat basically means you have some restrictions. So you're supposed to wake up around 6 or 6:30 because your first yoga class is 7 o'clock in the morning. It's usually one and a half hour of yoga. It's a more intense yoga, some stretches and then some sun salutations. It's really nice, and then we had the breakfast, and also there is another yoga class at the afternoon just before dinner. It could either be more intense like Kundalini yoga, or it could be like a gentle flow yin yoga. I love this place so much. It was amazing to finally have the chance to find deeper connection with people and make friends, because before with our travel we were so busy, like in a way we were constantly moving, so even if we made a good connection with someone, after 2 days pretty much we had to say goodbye to that person, whereas here obviously you live together for 5 days like in a camp. And on the second day of the first week I decided I really want to extend, I want to stay there another week. So I said to Kornel, I shared my thoughts that I think it would be beneficial for me. So he was happy with that, so I extended. The first week was also really interesting because we got to learn a lot about our body and about our chakras. The chakras is basically like the energy system of our body. This means that on the first week during the yoga classes we were focusing on these areas of the body, and we also gained some theoretical knowledge. So it felt like I learned a lot about myself, my body, and I also wrote a journal. And what I really liked about the place that they're kind of suggesting you to do a digital detox. And I think it was just so nice to be present and connect with these people that I didn't even feel the need of using my phone. So actually I received so many messages on my birthday, and I'm really sorry if I still haven't replied back, but it's only because I just wanted to ignore all the social media and everything and be present and focus on these things. The main lesson of this yoga retreat for me was that we needed to create a new kind of routine in this life, in a life where we are pretty much traveling all the time. And I think practicing yoga on a daily basis and meditation is something that helps me to stay focused and to be a calmer person, which we need right now because there are so many things we need to discuss and so many decisions we need to make, and often we don't agree. Obviously Kornel always has a different point of view, I have my point of view, and we need to compromise, and it's a lot of communication and patience. And so this retreat was really great for me. I'm enjoying to another one really soon. But I'm just wondering, how was the yoga retreat for you?
So, um, for me, it was a little bit different. Of course, I was not into yoga that much than Noemi, and so I was a little bit afraid at how I'm gonna perform, and also if I'm gonna like it or not. And the other thing is that there's 6 days vegan food, so no meat at all, and no scrambled egg,
And no
this kind of,
cheese,
and
no
no cheese,
butter,
nothing.
nothing.
Anyway, so the food was good.
The
No, I
food was
never,
amazing. I
never
think.
been, never
Yeah.
been hungry, and they give us like a very good portion. So sometimes we felt that it's a little bit plain, but they still give you the energy. So it's fine, and we felt much lighter after the 6 weeks, and so we couldn't really do this in the UK or before that when you don't eat like meat or anything else for several days, because it's very difficult to prepare, but because they prepare it for you, so it was easier. You just need to sit down and eat, and also in a
Yeah.
good company because everybody do it, and
Yeah.
we had so much fun during dinner times as well.
And also no sugar, so there is no,
No
sugar.
sugar,
But
no
actually,
coffee.
no sugar, no coffee, no alcohol. But it's obvious, and yeah, it definitely makes a difference. I mean, I was kind of on the second week, I was craving to have some sugar, because I was just needing it. I just felt like, wow, I really want to have it. But I'm really happy and proud that I done it anyway.
Yeah. So yoga was a little bit difficult for me in the first few days, but after I think I get used to it, and I had so much muscle pain because some of the yoga is really tiring to do, and quite difficult. So it's not that simple, just stretching and blah blah blah. And this is what I thought before, but it's not. And um, the people, like the teachers and also the crew, they were so nice, and everybody was so polite and positive, and it was amazing, and actually make you as well like very calm and chill, and nice to people. And most of them are ladies, so because I don't know why, but probably there was only like 20% or 25% of men, but still we found like fun um, and subjects to talk about, and especially like most of people they're traveling, so we talked a lot about traveling, where to go, give us tips, and give them we give them as well, um, and we found so many nice people, definitely. And after the is there anything else you want to talk about the yoga retreat or not?
No, not really.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it
So
about my part.
after the yoga retreat,
After the yoga retreat, we decided to go to the capital, which is Phnom Penh. We didn't spend much time in there. It was only about 5 hours, because we are trying to avoid big cities. Basically, the reason why we went to is to visit the Genocide Museum. Um, Not a really long time ago, about 30 or 40 years ago, there was a brutal terrorism in the Cambodian history, and basically the place we visited is the place we visited was a school that was transferred to a prison. It was really shocking, so many really important, really interesting stories and images, but at the same time it's really overwhelming to get to know more about the political situation 30, 40 years ago. Um, After this, we could take a bus and go even more to the north to Siem Reap, because we wanted to visit the Angkor Wat and spend some days in there. But obviously this is another topic which we are going to talk about in the next video. So thank you very much for checking us, and hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Bye.